because I don't know, there's something intriguing about him. And I think there was a mistake, and hopefully old Frank or Leon, if you see this, that there was, and I don't understand what's going on, but old Frank and Leon are involved in some war, and the guy's been leaving crummy comments on my page, on my profile page too. And somebody going after old Frank and anybody who knows old Frank, he's leaving comments on. And he keeps like creating an on-screen personality, leaving stuff and then closing the account, opening a new one. And a little bit had to do with Leon Show's Solve the Crime mystery, and they used this picture, and I think there was a mistake, correct me if I'm wrong, but we almost, or they almost thought, not we, but somebody in the Network of Evil was guessing that this gentleman was Guy Fella, but not. So Guy Fella, if you're watching, stop playing so cowardly. Come out, come out. Come out, wherever, whoever you are. And you're losing anyway. You don't bother me. I know, there's nothing you can say or do that's going to change my mind about old Frank or the Leon Show or anybody in the Network of Evil. Doc Rusty, Trisha Kitty. Not going to change my mind. It just shows that how much they got to you. That's what it shows by your little childish rants that you leave on people's pages. And then, this is a great new subscriber, last but not least, and in fact, this makes a great finale. You ready? You ready for this? Bambi C. Barebottom, and sexy icon, sexy, and you go to her page, and it's for laughs, okay? Very, very funny rant on, she's exploring the empowerment of feminine sexuality and pointing out how men have abused their power, or basically men abusing women. It's sort of a comeuppance, if you will, on the male-dominated society. So, if you've got a good sense of humor and you feel like being an empowered female, and not afraid of some body humor, body as in BAWDY, and there's some bodies in there too. Bambi C. Barebottom. Okay, all right, that's enough of the new subscribers, and cheers. Thank you for signing up. Okay. One real quick thing, I gotta say my salute to you, MC Manhattan, for still taking on Americano Latino. And I like Americano Latino. And it's like I said last week, though, I don't really have time for it. But, I mean, I've said what I'm going to say. I've said it in my videos. You're not changing my mind. But still, post comments. And if you come up with something, a real good zinger, I will have to reply. I will. And I'm not ignoring you. It's just I haven't got too much to say to it. Some of it seems pointless. Plus, MC's doing such a great job. Taking you on and some other conservative, it was Roger on the right last time, and then I saw he was doing battle with somebody else. So here's to you, MC Manhattan. You deserve a medal. Ooh. Maybe I should come out with the Citizenkong Medal of Valor for out there mixing it up with stubborn right-wingers. And to you right-wingers, stop calling liberals fascists. That's something that Michael Savage came up. Fascism is a leftist thing. Look up the 14 points of fascism and you'll see amazing parallels with George Bush, okay? Sure, leftists are like, you could call them, like dictator types or whatever, or Stalinists, but it's not the same as fascism. Fascism was Mussolini, Franco, Hitler, okay? That's my thing on it. But just George Orwell also, somebody sent me a good quote by him. It said the word fascism has been used in a negative way towards every group as a sort of a slur word, that it's lost its meaning. But, okay, George Orwell, good for you. But still, when you were writing about this, it started out talking about people on the extreme right. Okay. All right, back to last week and my ex-girlfriend. Now let's see if I've got. Okay, well, I covered that, and I covered my new subscribers. And all right, so I have to handle this delicately. Okay, so I saw my ex. She doesn't like being called that. She wants to say former girlfriend or former involvement. I don't know, whatever. But my ex-girlfriend. And I have other ex-girlfriends. She's not the only one. But usually when I break up with somebody, they're so mad at me. And basically I get dumped. I do. They dump me. But I think I work it so. I do like a George Costanza. I work it so I don't have to dump them. You know? I don't know. It's kind of the way it happens. I mean, sure, my ego's hurt though when I get dumped, but in the end, I kind of seem, I feel better afterwards. Anyway, but this doesn't reply to my last girlfriend so much, but she's still in my life. Other ex-girlfriends, no, they're so angry or whatever that I never hear from them again. They're out of my life entirely. And even if I get nostalgic and want to talk to them, I'm stubborn. I don't pick up the phone and call. But anyway, so I was talking about last week when we went for a drive in the country and I got sick on breakfast and how she got mad at me when I was singing along to the Monkees. And so she was here this afternoon, or tonight actually, and we went out for lunch and went to a little shopping. She went with me when I bought my new wine glass. Yeah, I bought a set of them, and we went and had Italian food, which is rare for her. She won't eat pizza. Doesn't like cheese. Anyway, but it's a long story behind that. She has her reasons. And so I said, I got to do another Fez night. You're welcome. You don't want to be on camera, but you could be off camera. You could be the voice off camera. No, she won't do that. And then she started talking about writing something down. I said, sure, okay, write something down and I'll read it. Well, I have to do a disclaimer. The way she wrote it, and I was joking with her, it's the same thing as like, here's a confession. Read this confession on camera, because she's writing it in my voice, but it's not my voice. These aren't my words, all right? And, so I'm going to read this to you. She wrote this for me to read on the show. This is a fresh copy. I was talking about doing a disclaimer. She ripped the paper out of my hands, balled it up, and threw it away. Then we talked a little bit more, and I think I kind of convinced her that, I'm not bashing her, okay? It's a disclaimer. These are not my words, all right? She should have written it differently. Okay, enough of that. Here we go.